Alrighty, hi soul family. We are outside today. Please ignore the background. I'm visualizing the life of my dreams, so the background doesn't really exist to me. However, today has been the best day of my life, and it's because I decided to celebrate the other versions of me, the younger versions of me. And so today's video is going to be inspired by your inner child. What messages do they have for you? Because guys, our inner child is the key to everything, like happiness, success, like pushing through those subconscious fears. So the stronger your bond is with your inner child, the better life truly, truly is. So I just wanted to get some messages for the collective. Spirit, please cleanse and let me know, what does the collective need to hear today? Y'all, life is good and it's only getting better. Literally. Right now, I'm gonna do this reading, and then I'm gonna include a picture of the cake that I baked for all versions of me. And you guys, I'm so happy. Like, that version of me did not believe that I'd be here today, and we made it. So I don't know if this relates to anyone, but don't wait to celebrate yourself. There's so many reasons why we don't have to. Like, whenever we have something, like, we promise ourselves, okay, I'm gonna watch my favorite movie today, and something happens, you're like, you know what, it's not that serious. That's you telling your inner child that, you know what, you're not important. And we never do that with, like, important obligations that we have. Like, say for example, you have to go pick up your kids, like, another time, you know what I mean? So start treating yourself like you are an obligation, like you are a priority, because it's the happy life that you want to live, and it really just starts with your inner child. Yeah, so let's start with the inner child deck, because that's what this video is about. All right, Spirit, let's do a pick a card, actually. So let's get 3 cards. Spirit, what are your messages for the collective today? 3 cards for their inner child for each group. Alright, I only need 3 cards, Spirit. 3 cards. 3 cards for the collective today. What does their inner child need to hear? Okay, let's see. So we have flow with the rhythm. Get lost in the rhythm of movement today. So this is going to be group number 1. Get into the energy. Okay, group number 2 is going to be do what you need to do. It may be difficult, but now it's the time. This is the card for group number 2. And group number 3 is going to be emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. Ooh, I like that. If you pick group number 2 or 3, I feel like there's going to be messages for you in group 2 and 3, because they seem to be connected in a way. Okay, so whatever card you're drawn to, I'll see you in that pile. Okay, so for pile number 1, what your inner child wants to tell you, you chose flow with the rhythm, get lost in the rhythm of movement today. So I think what's going to be very helpful for you is to listen to music from your childhood that made you happy. So anything that made you want to dance, move your body, like those old throwbacks, those early 2000 music, put that on, create a playlist for your inner child. It's going to be a great way to connect with you, because I feel like your guides also communicate with you through music, and you making this playlist intentionally, or listening to the playlist that you already have intentionally more frequently, is going to bring more happiness and joy into your reality. So Spirit saying, don't underestimate the power of movement and music. So using music to uplift you, because this is my collective where you can listen to sad music and it'll put you in a sad mood. So being very mindful with the type of music that you listen to on repeat too, because this is my collective that likes to listen to music over and over and over and over and over again, especially if you're feeling a certain type of way. So if you're trying to get out of depression, don't be listening to depressive music, is what Spirit is saying. For pile number 1, Spirit, what does your inner child need to hear? I'm really loving the outside nature. I might do more videos like this outside now that it's like spring going into summer. Yeah. Okay, alright, Spirit. What are your messages for pile number 1? What does their inner child want to say to pile number 1? What does their inner child want to say to pile number 1? Anything else? Ooh, anything else? Okay, your inner child has a lot to say, darling. Okay, so let me get the vibe. Let me get the vibe, y'all. Hold on. So your inner child wants you to know the key to unlocking your dream reality is going to be to not be so busy. Like, this is my collective that you like to be very busy. Like, you like to fill your to-do list with things to do. And it's like the more you relax is the more you actually receive. So your inner child wants you to know you need to have balance between learning new things, going after your dreams, and having fun. So balance is very much key for you guys for feeling happy in your reality while you pursue your dreams, because your wishes are going to come true, but do you want to die on the way to the top? Is really what your inner child wants you to know. It's like, allow the fire that's in you to be ignited. Like, allow yourself to play, allow yourself to have fun. You know, you guys, you're always waiting on a reason to have fun, and it's like your inner child wants you to realize that you have the power to do that, like right now. Not because someone came and gave you permission. You have to give yourself permission to have a happy life that's coming through. And your inner child wants you to know that, like, the more you keep on living in the past is the more you're going to recreate those stories. So letting go of the past with love, you know, and this takes time, but your inner child wants you to know, like, you have to actively try to do that. You know what I mean? It's like, and when I say that, it's like, it's because you guys, you listen to music. I feel like you listen to music. This is just an example where that reminds you of the past that was like so torturing. Like, that was the era when you were the most depressed, and it's like, it feels good, but it doesn't feel good. But it's like you put yourself in that state, that reality, because it's like it feels familiar, but your spirit and your inner child wants you to know that it's time for you to start creating a happier timeline in the present moment now, because those stories, that chapter is closed, but you keep bringing your body back to that state. And this is my collective where you guys are really good at quantum jumping, because your visualization, like, your third eye is very, very much open, and you have really good I forgot which one of the clears it is, where you can like see vividly when you're in meditation. So that is a gift that you have that your inner child wants you to know. But it's like they want you to rest, lay the past at rest, like put the past to rest, and balance your life now. Okay, like, you guys are very much like my entrepreneurs. You're go-getters, and I feel like this, you guys might be Aries. I'm seeing Aries placements, Virgo placements, Capricorn placements, Aquarius placements as well. But yeah, so Spirit's saying to balance yourself. Leo placements is coming up too. Balance yourself, and have more fun. Invite more fun into your life. You know, we keep waiting for like someone to come and give us a permission slip, say, hey, let's go have some fun now. But it's like, your inner child wants you to play more. You guys are goofy. Like, I feel like this is my collective where you like, you must like Disney. I feel like you have to like Disney. This collective, you have to like Disney. And it's like, connect more with your inner child through movies, through music, through fun, like just letting go. Like, you know, today, like when I'm done with like this video, I'm gonna be like laying up blowing bubbles. That's literally what my inner child wanted to do today. And I feel like just asking yourself more questions, like, what do you want to do today that's fun, and not putting it on the back burner, and like choosing to get like 10 things done on your to-do list versus having fun. Can you start to schedule fun onto your to-do list? So it's like, instead of having 10 things to do, schedule 5, and then the rest of the day have fun. And you get to your wishes a lot faster than when you like, you try to reach burnout. And I feel like you guys hit burnout because you're trying to get to the top fast, and it's like, you can't rush the divine timing of your life, because in this lifetime you need to have fun. You need to have fun on the way to the top. Otherwise, it's going to be one hell of a trip up that mountain. And your inner child wants you to know that they are the key right now that you're looking for. Because some of you guys might be feeling like, oh my God, I'm just tired. Like, I've been having to do so much work in my reality, and I'm not seeing shit shake. And it's like Spirit saying that, you know, the minute you just like detach and have some fun, watch how quickly you reach the top versus like hyperfixating on reaching the top, if that makes sense. Let's get some mindful messages and some spirit messages for this collective as well. It's so crazy. Like, when I first like, I had this deck and I've been using it a while, and then I found 2 cards that came out of nowhere that I didn't even know I had, and I've been using this deck for the longest. And it was just like, one of the cards was like, see the opportunity for growth in your past, but don't stay there, you know. And I feel like that card is very significant for this collective, because I'm remembering it. You know, it's like, the past doesn't define you. You're so much more than what you've been through. You know, can you allow yourself to write those new stories so that you can see that, you know, I'm so much more than what I've been through. It's coming through. Anything else for the collective, Spirit? For group number 1. What does their inner child want to say? Anything else? Oh yeah, I love that for you. So your inner child wants you to breathe more, practice more breath work to be in your body, because this is my collective where you can easily dissociate, or you can just be so hyper fixated on not being in the present. So either you're focused on the future or you're focused on the past, but you're never really just here in this moment. So going outside more as well, that could be helpful. Dance it out again. So your inner child really wants you to know that you can release a lot of emotions that's pent up in your body by movement, by dancing. And so if some of you guys are like trying to make your workouts more fun, you can do dance cardio. That's coming up. Your inner child wants you to release the anger from the past. The way I was able to do that for me was like to reprogram my mind to easily let go of it, because I used to be someone who held a grudge, and I found it very hard to release anger of the past. So if you're struggling, you can work with your subconscious mind to help you release as well. Get focused and release. So today I released limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I'm ready for transformation and welcome the shift. I'm creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. I feel like Spirit's calling you guys to rest. Like your inner child needs you to just slow down right now at this time, because you're releasing something from the past as well that's stored in your body right now. And sometimes we may not see the benefits in resting, but once you've taken the rest, you will see why Spirit had to slow you down to speed you back up. Because you guys, this came out and it landed on the edge of greatness landed on the Emperor, and I just feel like you guys, you're opening doors for yourself. I'm just seeing keys. Every single door that you open, it works out for you. You guys are in creator mode. You guys are very much the I am presence right now. But it's like something that you're trying to manifest. Spirit just wants you to get present and enjoy the present moment right now, because things are going to shift for you. And I feel like your inner child also has a message for you where it's they want you to celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself right now, instead of waiting for when you reach the top, then you celebrate yourself. I feel like the more you celebrate yourself is the more you're signaling to the universe that I'm ready to receive. I'm able to celebrate myself no matter how small the accomplishment is. That's coming up. So your inner child wants you to get focused on what you truly want. So some of you guys might think you want something externally, but it may not be exactly what you want. It's maybe you're craving, I don't know, maybe you're craving happiness, and you think that this new Lamborghini is going to give you happiness. But if you connected with your inner child, you would know exactly what's going to bring you the happiness. That's what's coming through. So let's get some Spirit messages as well. Alright, Spirit, what do you want to say to group number 1? Group number 1, Spirit, what do you want to say to group number 1? Anything else? Okay. At the bottom of the deck we have, let go of the old. Hello. Let go of the old and make way for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts, fears, or doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned action and choices. So what came up intuitively from this card was that your inner child wants you to sit down and speak to them about your inner critic, that inner voice that's within you, challenging that voice. Whenever it tells you that you're not good enough, standing up to fear, standing up to that that negative voice that's inside your head. And it's they want you to know the more that you do this is the more that you'll be able to overcome that voice and not let that voice control you. And when you make a promise to yourself about something that's good for you, keeping those promises is also another way to do that. Let's see. No matter how much you are being tested or pushed right now, stand your ground and push back. Believe in your integrity and self-worth, so much that no one can get in your way. Have the confidence to move forward. You can and will do this. I love that for you. You are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you realize. You may have been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve, and these prayers will be answered soon. Also, what I'm hearing is Spirit sending in destiny helpers for this collective. It's you guys are my collective where you are hard workers, but you feel like you need to do it all by yourself to reach the top. And Spirit's sending people to help you. But this is going to come in once you've relaxed, once you've just taken a chill pill and allow the universe to actually help you. So have fun right now. Nothing is going to miss you. I feel like this is my collective that you have a fear of missing out. So you try to get things done, get this done, because you're okay, if I don't pursue my dreams, then it'll miss me by. And it's no, no, it won't, babes. Not with the type of energy you have. Spirit just has to really reiterate to you guys to rest. So you might hear those videos a lot come up, because this is my collective where you hear rest and you may think a 15-minute nap is all I need. Darling, you are not a cat. You are not a cat. So those are my messages for pile number 1. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the messages that your inner child had for you today. I really do hope that you reflect on some of these things that were said. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group number 2. So you chose do what you need to do. It may be difficult, but now is the time. So off the bat, I feel like your inner child is trying to let you know that you are a master manifester, because I even see the number 11 on there, and that's a master number to me. So you guys could be spiritual teachers. You could be very, very good at manifestation, but maybe there's something here that you're afraid to do. That's what I'm getting from this, is like your inner child is saying that you may fear your success. So even though you know you can do it, or you know deep down that you could do it, there's still this fear that's like keeping you complacent. So this is my collective, where you may be trying to prepare to the point where you're stuck, right? Because it's like, there's this thing that I read in the book called Atomic Habits, where he talks about like, there's the difference between motion and actually action. And it's like, we can be stuck in motion sometimes, where we're like preparing, and like perfectionism is just another way to stall your gifts, to stall and to like stay stuck because of fear, right? So I feel like your inner child is letting you know that you can do hard things, and you can do this. They saw you do it, and they believe in you. And it's like, can you believe in you? Hummingbirds could be significant as well. It could be a sign that you guys see. That could be your inner child communicating to you when you see hummingbirds. I'm also seeing mushrooms as well. Some of you guys could be doing psychedelics. And I feel like maybe like a download might be coming through when you do this as well. But I just feel like, just doing it afraid is the best way for you guys to overcome this fear. It's not to wait till things are perfect. Just keep posting, keep doing what you're doing, and adjust as you go. It's better for you to learn and adjust as you go, rather than sit and wait for things to be perfect. Because if you sit and wait for things to be perfect, then you'll never actually do it, and catching yourself when you realize that, I'm trying to make things perfect instead of just believing in myself and like doing it anyway. Because there's no such thing as perfectionism, y'all. Like when I go back and I look back on the videos I used to make, even just like 2 months ago, it's like I'm a completely different person. I've evolved in a different way. So you're going to be constantly evolving. I feel like that's why that came through. You're going to be constantly evolving. So allow yourself to allow each version of you to play a part in your journey. That's coming up. All right, Spirit. What does their inner child need to say to group number 2? Group number 2, what does their inner child need to say to group number 2? Anything else? Anything else? Okay. So your inner child wants you to stop focusing on the end result, because maybe that's why you guys could be stuck. You may be paralyzed by like every time you think about how long it's going to take you to get there, or will I make it to the finish line? That's what keeps you stuck. So your inner child wants you not focus on that. Be more present in your life. So this is the collective where I would suggest inviting more mindful practices into your reality to allow you to be more present. Even just listening to frequencies or subliminals that have presence affirmations in it, to help you be more present. Yoga could be one, going outside in nature, and just listening to the downloads, trusting the intuition that comes through, like the downloads that come through to create. Because you guys, like, you second guess it every time it comes up. Like a download spirit's trying to get you to move, to create. And it's like every time the download comes in, you're like, that's not for me. And it's like, who else is whispering in your ear? If it's something that has to do with your goals, it's gonna be spirit, you know what I mean? The fears and like the things that don't make you feel good, that's the devil, to be honest with you. So spirit's saying that you have a hard time, like, you guys, this is my collective where you want to be successful, you want to have an abundant lifestyle, but your self-worth is what's stopping you from making the progress. So your inner child wants you to listen to self-love subliminals while you sleep, because that will help you plant new seeds. That way you're not fighting against the grain. So every time you try to create or do something for yourself, you feel like it's like pulling teeth, and it's because you don't believe that you're worthy of the life that you're trying to manifest. Even that little bug that's coming in, get out. So spirit's also saying to like let go of the distractions, let go of the negative energies, whatever is around you that's like not making you feel good, and really just focus on yourself, like loving yourself, instead of like focusing on like, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to accomplish. Right now your inner child just wants you to start with self-love. So that's coming through. And know that you can do this. Right now you guys could be having a lot of mood swings, is what I'm hearing. And your inner child wants you to know that you're feeling that way because it's almost like the seeds that you're planting, you're not seeing it come up as fast as you'd like it to. But Spirit's saying not to worry about the end destination. There's beauty in the journey right now. So once you shift your perspective from like, maybe it'll take me 10 years to do this, you could be like, all right, well, I get to do what I love in this present moment. I don't know what the future holds or when things will shift for me, but I know that right now in this moment I get to do what I love. I get to create the things that I love. I get to make the art that I love. Instead of having to say, you know, this is going to take 10 years, instead of putting yourself in the frequency of like, oh my God, this might take forever. You don't know how long things might take, to be honest with you. It really just takes one day for our lives to shift. You know, when you're manifesting something, you get up that one day and that's when it came in. You know what I mean? It didn't come in the future, in the mind, because the future doesn't exist and the past doesn't exist, only the present moment. So that's being emphasized in your reading. You guys could be seeing a lot of angel numbers. I'm seeing 1818, 999. So you guys could be a Libra. Yeah, your inner child is screaming for your attention right now, to really just like listen to the downloads that come through, you know, that's coming up. Yeah, because the anxiety that you guys are feeling right now is what's not making you able to create what spirit wants you to create. So I feel like this collective, don't underestimate the internal work that you need, okay? Because the internal work is what's going to help you speed up. So maybe you guys are feeling like things are taking forever because you have to do all this fucking internal work. You got to reprogram your mind, you got to listen to frequencies, but don't underestimate it, because once those things start to really elevate your frequency, you will start to shoot forward. So spirit's saying that take your time right now with the seeds that you're planting, because you guys, you're really working on yourself internally. And spirit's also saying listen to frequencies to calm your nervous system. Don't underestimate the power of frequencies to help you. See that screaming? It's like your emotions are like wanting to tell you something. So really just journaling about how you feel right now as well. Let's get some of these goddess cards. Spirit, what does their inner child need to okay. So your inner child wants you to start taking better care of your body. This is my collective where, you know, you might need to incorporate movement into your day. So you could have picked pile number 1 as well, but you may need to add things that like help you release stored emotions in your body. So this is my collective. You probably feel a lot better if you started to move your body, work out, go for like nature walks. Not think about the workout as if like I need to gain something. Like say for example you want like abs. Don't think about it like I need to work out so I can get abs. Say I'm moving my body because this helps me mentally, this helps clear the fog, this helps anxiety, and I'm a person that prioritizes their mental health. So you shift it identity based, and like make it seem like it's helping you, which it is, but like not for a specific goal. So yes, the goal is nice, but that's not the point. I feel like that's what spirit's emphasizing. You guys could be seeing rainbows as well. That could be a sign. I feel like what I'm seeing for this collective, when you are focusing on yourself right now, you guys might need to just really just do a lot of spiritual baths, a lot of spiritual cleansing. But when you come out of that time, spirit's going to show you like a beautiful rainbow to let you know that all that you've done, like things are going to shift for you. So rainbows might be a very big sign for this collective to let you know that things are shifting for you. So forgiveness came out as well. So I feel like this might be forgiving the past version of you that used to be very hot-tempered, that used to take out their depression or anxiety on people. And if this is currently you, forgiveness for that version of you that is currently like here right now that you're releasing, because this is a version of you that you're letting go of, the version of you that put their emotions onto other people. You're gonna be, when you're done with this cycle, what I'm seeing is that you're gonna be very emotionally intelligent, one, but you're also going to have control over your emotions. This doesn't mean that you're not going to feel them, but it's like instead of your emotions controlling you, you're going to have a better control over yourself. Before, like if you were having a bad day, the bad day had you. So that's really what I'm seeing. But your self-worth is increasing, and with that is going to come the abundant lifestyle that you want. But don't underestimate the internal work that you're going through right now, because it's very important too. So that's why Spirit wants you to honor every part of your journey. Every cycle that you're in is coming up. Yeah. All right, Spirit. Any other messages for pile number 2? Oh, those all came out. All is okay. All that I feel is okay. I hold myself in love through the unsureness, the worry, doubt, fear, anxiety, anger, rejection, or overwhelm. I am thankful to feel the full range of emotions that I do. These emotions are the very contrast that leads to my higher expansion. So, you know, one thing I realized is the more that I cried in a situation where I was like purging and releasing is when I had the biggest shifts in my life. So don't underestimate the power of a good cry. Don't underestimate the power of the internal work that you're doing, okay? Because a lot of people like to see you when you've like done all the internal work and things are good for you, but it's like the amount of work that it takes to do your shadow work, that part of you, like that needs to be celebrated. So your inner child wants you to celebrate your shadow, like celebrate the things that you've done, the things that you've purged, the layers that you've let go of, that's coming through. And be careful of the words that you're speaking to yourself. You can't forgive yourself if you're still beating yourself up, if that internal voice is telling you you're not good enough. You know what I mean? So forgiveness for the past is coming in, though, and it's going to come in through your inner child, through loving on your inner child. So Spirit's saying, don't be afraid to learn something new. Start to pick up that new trade. So this is my collective where you really do struggle with perfectionism. So learning a little bit a day. If you say, okay, I'm going to spend 10 minutes a day at so-and-so time at this location. So say you're going to be like, so for me, I have a productivity corner. And whatever I need to do, I put it in an hour time frame where I'm like, I'm going to do this for the hour. And I do that daily. But I know exactly where I'm going to be at this specific time at the location. So we're most likely to do it. So think about like when you work a 9 to 5 and they say, work starts at 9 a.m. at this location, you're most likely to show up on time. But if they said, you can come in whatever time, you can come out, you might not come. You may come, you may not come. So whatever it is that you're trying to learn, take it seriously like that, like as if you were being employed for it. So don't be like, oh, I'm not taking myself seriously because I'm not getting paid for it yet. Like, take yourself seriously. And it doesn't have to be so hard or complicated. It's like you don't need to be investing 8 hours a day in learning something new. 10 minutes a day can bring you a lot further than a lot of people who haven't even started yet. So think about it like that, The Spirit's saying that loving friends is something that's coming in for you guys. The more that you connect with your joy, the more that you're going to be able to connect with people as well, the type of people that you want in your life. Because maybe you guys are always surrounded by serious people or people who don't really value you because you didn't value you, but that's shifting for you because you're connecting deeper with yourself, and you can stand by yourself. You know your own worth, so you're not going to allow people to take advantage of you. So Spirit's saying that they're blessing you with a love connection. So this might be soulmates or soul family is what I'm hearing. Yeah, and these people that are coming in, they're going to inspire you to continue to create. Don't underestimate the power of a group. Yes, you can motivate yourself, but it's nothing compared to being surrounded by people who want to see you grow or who believe in your dreams. You can go so much further when you have someone in your corner that's backing you like a bra strap, okay? You're doing your best. So Spirit wants you to realize that you're doing your best and stop beating yourself up. Say if you put 10 things on your to-do list and you only got 2 things done, celebrate you, okay? Clapping for you. That's coming up. Present moment. I'm gonna actually read this one because this one. Ooh, in this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and intuition, joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. When I live like this, I don't have to worry about the future. I love that for you guys. Yeah, it's like whenever we find ourselves in suffering, it's because we're not in the present moment. You know what I mean? It's like, instead of worrying about what my future might look like, what can I do today? Because it's to be honest with you, we never even know if we're really going to make it to that future destination, but you don't want to spend your entire life living in your head in worry, in doubt. So allow yourself to come out of that. When you see that you're living in your mind, take a breath, So it's going to be very important that you guys do breath work and really focus on your breath to be present. I'm getting for the month of May as well is going to be very significant. Okay, so those are my messages for pile number 2. Thank you for tuning into this week's reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Alrighty, hi group number 3. So you chose emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. So what your inner child wants you to know is to stop downplaying your emotions. Stop trying to convince yourself that they're not there. I feel like this is my collective where you may be feeling sad, but you're just like, the fuck is you sad for? And your inner child needs you to be more gracious. I don't know if that's the word. Be more kind towards yourself. Have more compassion towards yourself when your emotions come up. So this is my collective where the key for you is to, when your emotions come up, just sit with them. Don't try to change them. Don't try to journal about why this is that and this is that. Stop trying to calculate it. Stop trying to figure out how to get rid of these emotions. Because this is my collective where you're very highly spiritual, so you understand your emotions, but it's you understand them to the point of your own detriment. You're not allowing yourself to feel them. So it's just because you've understand and processed them, you probably work through your shadow work like this, really quickly. However, you forget the part where in the shadow work where you need to cry and let it go. Confirmation. See that bird coming in? So Spirit's going to be delivering some type of communication about the way that you feel right now. So going outside, really just sitting in stillness, I feel like the message will come through. However, for you guys, it's your emotions is literally the key to what you need right now. So just allowing yourself to feel. It doesn't matter if it's sadness, happiness, joy. Just sitting with that emotion and not trying to change it, fix it, judge it. Just sit with it. It's like some of you guys, you may feel like, why am I still crying about this one situation? I thought I moved on. Well, you moved on, but your body still had the emotion stored inside, and it needs time to process it. So when you cry, instead of asking yourself why, just be with it. Just be with it. Like, you can always, like, journal about it after. This is my collective where it says, in the moment, just breathe. Breathe. Allow it to, like, pass through you. And for some of you guys, don't be trying to distract yourself with work. It won't go away. The only thing you do is you prolong it until the point where it's like you blow up over something that it really isn't about that one thing, So your inner child wants you to say, like, I'm going to connect with me when I find emotions coming up. So this collective, I made a shadow work meditation. You can use that because I feel like it's relevant for this collective. I'll drop it down below. I'll link it down below. But yeah, so feeling your emotions is really the key for you guys. Not trying to change it, just feel. Let's see. Let's get some tarot. Yeah, because you guys are my high priestess pile. You're very highly intuitive. You're very spiritual. So you try to use your spirituality as a way to not feel your emotions. It's like, this is my collective where you probably fell into the trap of spiritual bypassing, where it's just like, I just need a vibe high. Forget about my emotions. But it's like, fuck that community, y'all. Like, to be honest with you, like, I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, to be honest with you, everything that I needed to do on this spiritual journey to really be where I am, to sustain the frequency that I am on right now, crying and feeling my emotions. I tried the spiritual bypassing too, y'all, so this is not me judging you. I tried it too, but I wasn't able to hold the frequency because I wasn't doing the shadow work. I wasn't allowing myself to cry. And it's like, yeah, spirit will humble you real quick. They'll send people in there to teach you the lesson for real, to really feel instead of running from your emotions. So your inner child really wants you to slow down and be with yourself. Because maybe when you were younger, everybody gaslighted your emotions, so you do that now, and this is like an unconscious thing that you do. It might just be like, like what you learned to do to cope. No one ever took your emotions seriously, so you do that to yourself now. So your inner child wants you to see and recognize when you're doing this, and just feel your emotions, instead of trying to fix it. There's nothing wrong with your emotions and what you feel. Sometimes I feel like you guys struggle with, like, maybe some dark thoughts. Maybe like when you feel certain emotions, you feel guilty for it, and it's like, don't just hold space for each emotion. Hold space for each thought. We all have dark thoughts, but it's just like we're not going to act on them. You know what I mean? It's just like a human thing. And half the thoughts that we have aren't even ours, to be honest with you. Excuse me. But yeah, you guys are clearing a lot of negative emotions in your body. Spirit wants you to know that right now, and this part of your journey is very important. You guys could be seeing eagles as well. Some of you guys could be like at the beach when you're watching this, or like watching the sunset as well. Maybe that's what your inner child wants you to do. Watch the sunset, go to the beach. Communicate how you're feeling. Like, like out loud, just say it to yourself. Like, right now I'm feeling this. I'm not going to try to change it. I'm not going to judge it. Yeah, so, befriending that inner voice is what Spirit is saying is going to lead to the manifestation that you guys want. So, guys, our inner child holds the key to everything, and that's what your inner child is letting you know. Like, the seeds that you're planting right now are very important, even though you may not, like, know it. Why? Because things might be very foggy and confusing for you right now. You guys could have picked another pile as well. I feel like pile 1 and 2 might have been significant for this collective. Yeah, so you guys are answering the call, but in order to show up for the call, like the job that you're meant to do in this lifetime, you have to see the value in feeling your emotions. So this is my collective. If you're meant to lead a group of people, you got to be able to have compassion for yourself in order to have compassion for other people, right? Yeah, so it's coming through. You guys have to learn boundaries. Your inner child is saying that you have to learn boundaries and let go of people who didn't want to celebrate you. Because it's like, this is my collective where you used to put people on a pedestal above yourself, and your inner child is saying that is what also leads to your suffering. So it's like realizing that other people aren't more important than you. Other people aren't more special than you. You are your number one priority, okay? But your inner child wants you to know that you will release the fears of the past. Things may feel foggy to you right now. You may not be clear how, but trust that your ancestors and your spirit team got your back, okay? That's coming through. And don't allow that inner voice that doesn't feel good to control you, because that's not God, that's not spirit. If it doesn't feel good, that's not God, that's not spirit. Okay, it's coming through. Yeah, so right now spirit is really healing your frequency, and I feel like this has to do with your confidence, the way that you see yourself. That's coming through. Let's get some more messages. Anything else? Some of you guys could be a Gemini. Anything else? So we have, let them misunderstand you. Rejection is rejection is protection, but I was gonna say projection. So maybe somebody who recently rejected you, they were projecting onto you how they felt recently, and it caused you to have like a major tower moment, or like a sudden change in your life, and you felt like your world was ending. Maybe you felt trapped in your head. So Spirit's saying to focus on the words that you say to yourself, and try to say empowering mantras to uplift you. So this reminds me of a time when I went through spiritual warfare with this one energy vampire, and I had to like listen to songs, uplifting songs that really empowered me, you know. So you guys could have picked pile number 1 as well, but Spirit's saying to listen to songs that give you a feeling of like confidence, that makes you realize that you are in control of your life, like of your own emotions. And this reminds me of like when I cry, guys, whenever I'm going through something crazy and I'm like, yo, I'm having a moment, after I'm done crying, because I always cry in the bathroom for some reason, so when I'm done crying tears, I'll just rise up in a warrior stance, like, you know what, even though I may feel powerless right now, I'm powerful. And that actually did help like shift. So I feel like Spirit is saying don't underestimate the small simple things. So mantras, affirmations, subliminals, like don't underestimate the internal work that you're doing, and in what ways you can help yourself through this unclear time, this confusion, is what's coming up. So balance. Listen to your body and your intuition. Rest when needed. Rushing to the end won't make your goals reach you faster. Warning, burnout. So that's a message from Spirit. Salt baths. Put love and intentions into your water. This is a really good way to let go of like the fears that are stored in your body. Like whenever I would like do a bath during this period of my life, because I'm remembering this specific period of my life for this collective, I would always put intentions of what the type of life I want to be connected to. And you know, in the moment you may not feel like anything's working, but don't underestimate that internal work, y'all. Them shifts, like those internal shifts. So we have heart and mind coherence. Your heart is leading you, and your mind is in balance. Surrender and flow. So Spirit's saying to listen to 0.1 hertz to help your heart and mind be in sync. And you're also having a sacral chakra imbalance right now. So you could be feeling isolated, detached, a lack of creativity, low sexual energy. So Spirit's saying to wear the color orange to also help you in that department as well. Let's see. Any messages, Spirit, from their inner child about how group number 3 feels? From their inner child about group number 3, how do they feel? So your inner child wants you to recognize the divine being that you are, okay? And let go of the past. Let go of timing as well. Surrender timing, because you guys might put a time constraint on like your dreams, and that might be the cause of your suffering, is what your inner child wants you to know. And to love yourself more. Self-love is the key. Like your inner child is really screaming at you. Self-love is the key. Like you can't do nothing without self-worth. Like self-love, self-worth. It'll feel like if you don't love yourself, or if you don't feel like you're worthy of stuff, it's like no matter what you try to do externally, it'll always feel like pulling teeth. Yeah, so your inner child wants you to trust the voice that you hear within. So, you know, this collective, you may struggle with trusting yourself, because it's like when you make a promise to yourself, maybe you don't keep it, and Spirit wants you to start practicing keeping it. Or don't make a promise if you're not sure if you're going to keep it, you know? So starting small with your goals instead of like aiming high, start small. So this reminds me of when I first started my self-love journey. The only promise I made to myself was that I was going to lotion my body every night. Nothing else. I didn't say, oh, I'm going to go to the movies and do this, No, that was my first goal for myself. And then I was able to start to do more things after that. But you know, I wasn't even able to commit to the lotioning my body until I started to listen to self-love subliminals. So that's just to say, don't underestimate the power of subliminals and your subconscious mind. So you're some of you guys could be working with a panther or a lion right now. That Spirit is working with you. The flower of life could be significant as well. But Spirit is saying that your inner child wants you to know that you're healing the past right now, and to have faith and trust that things will shift for you. That's coming through. At the bottom we have Violet, Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release, radical transformation. Yeah, you guys, I did the shadow guided meditation that I did. It has to do with the violet flame, so confirmation that that meditation will be very helpful for this collective, so I'm going to link that down below. But yeah, you guys are releasing a lot of karmic a lot of karma from your lineage. Your ancestors are really playing a role in your life right now, a major role in your life right now. So writing a letter to connect to your ancestors, thanking them for all that they do for you, because they're the ones that are going to pull you through this darkness, this dark time that you're having right now, that and your inner child. So listening to things that uplift your spirit, you know what I mean? Like, how can you help yourself during these times of release? Higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. That's so crazy. So as I was shuffling, I noticed one of my cards that said psychic shields around your heart. So right now, spirit is healing your heart chakra from the past. So this is my collective, where you may want love in your life, but you unintentionally sabotage it, because you're just like, either you're controlling because of all that you've been through. You feel like the only way you can have love is if you control those around you. So spirit is healing that, knowing that you're worthy of love, and it's starting with you. So the more that you have compassion for yourself, you love yourself without judgment, you love yourself unconditionally, then you can start to be in alignment, and then you're going to manifest people who love you as well on that type of vibration. So they're healing your heart, and you're going to have this energy where it's like, people know that you embody unconditional love, which is not as common as people may think it is. So your heart is going to be healed. Your inner child wants you to know that. And this is coming a lot sooner than you guys think. A lot of you guys may be thinking that it's like 10 years down the corner, but that's why Spirit wants you to surrender time. Hold on. Stellar gateway activation, infinite potential, manifestation vortex. You guys are unlocking your limitless potential, and you guys, it came out with the I am presence. That's crazy. And some of you guys might be my singers pile. This might be my singers pile, my divine writers. Like, this being pile 3 is crazy, because like the seraphim gateway is here on the bottom of the deck as well, and it says voice activation and angelic attunement, divine support. So divine is supporting you guys right now with healing your body, and I'm really getting like throat chakra and your lower I'm hearing throat chakra, heart chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus as well is coming in, and root chakra. That might be all of them. Like, that's not all of them, but like a lot of they're working on specific parts of your body. Your angels want me to say that to you. But the I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. You guys, when you come out of this healing time, you are going to accelerate in ways that you can't even begin to understand right now. Like, the timeline that you're seeing right now, babes, like, don't underestimate how quickly things can change for you. A lot can happen in a year is what I'm hearing as well. Things are going to be unfolding for you very quickly. Just allow the release. Like, surrender to your feelings. The quicker you surrender to your feelings, the more you can get things going. You know, you guys may think like, oh, ignoring it and doing all this external work is what's going to get me there, but it's actually counter productive is what I'm hearing. But yeah, guys, I'm putting this on the screen so you guys can feel the healing energy. You did that shit. I'm very proud of you. Like, I know you may feel like you're not at the end yet, but it's like, you did that shit. You already claim victory now, you know. And that's one thing that I did too when I was going through this chapter. I just claimed victory, y'all. I was like, I know I'm gonna get out of this. I prayed to God for wisdom, strength to be able to overcome the situation, and He gave me the downloads that I needed, you know. Anything else for pile number 3? Blood clots. God, your energy is sacred. So the sacral chakra is coming up again. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of healing for your sacral chakra, and I feel like that's how you can feel your own higher self. So I feel like what I'm hearing is you guys are going to be connecting to your confidence. You're going to be connecting back to your creativity. So the more you feel connected to your spirit, is the happier that you're going to be. So, you know, this collective, it's like prioritizing your spiritual work is really what's going to be very important for you. That's coming in. Let's get some messages from your future higher self. To rise, you must let go of fear. You guys could be working with I feel like some of you guys might have that Rumi deck, you know, the one that has, like, I think it's the Divine's Heart or some shit like that. I'm also hearing that some of you guys are having, like, maybe chest pain as well. I'm not a doctor, but, you know, when spirit starts to heal that chakra, you'll sometimes feel pain there, you know, as well. Any messages from their future higher self about anything else? Anything else? Okay. All right, so at the bottom we have, your success is closer than you can imagine. Just keep going. Listen, if you're in hell, why stop there? Okay, that's a beautiful quote that I love. And I kept telling myself that when I felt like I was in hell, y'all. So don't underestimate the power of like affirmations, y'all. But yeah, you are definitely a lot closer than you think you are. So we have, when a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. Don't be afraid to start over. When you bond with someone in spirit, you both become a greater force for good. So your soul people that's coming in, you guys are going to be raising the vibration of the planet. It's like, one starseed being awake is powerful. But imagine 5 of them in one group. Imagine the amount of work, the sacred work that they can do. You are currently under construction. Please be patient. Continue to make the most of every open door. I'm hearing that song from Frozen. So some of you guys could be like watching that movie, or maybe your inner child likes that movie. So I say watch it. What you find may not be what you expect, but what you truly need. So what you guys are manifesting is something that you truly need right now. So some of you guys may be like wanting something specific, but Spirit's going to give you something else before that, because it's what you actually need. They know what your soul needs before, more than what you do. So Spirit, I'm hearing Spirit saying that we know you better than you know yourself. So those are my messages for pile number 3. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the messages that your inner child had and Spirit had. Because, yeah, Spirit was standing up in your reading a lot more than the other ones. So, yeah, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for watching today. But yeah, so guys, I do want to announce that I do have services to book with me down below. So that will be in the description box. I go into more detail on my website. I offer PDF files as well if you guys don't want to do the one-on-one sessions. But yeah, so those are my messages, guys. And that's what I have to offer. I'll see you guys in the next reading.